The very first overland off-road trip that me and my daughter ever took was done using the Badge of Honor app to plan out our route. Quite frankly, just because it was super easy. I did something similar this trip, but with a focus on more of the southern destinations that I didn't quite get to hit the first time around. And of course, pick up a fair amount of badges along the way. This time it was just me and my buddy Zeus. Hannah wasn't able to make it. We hit some regular off-road trails, did some pretty challenging stuff. Had a great time there, but mostly it was focused on dispersed camping. A little bit of work mixed in where I had to. But as much as possible, getting out in the wide open expanses, especially places like Big Bend, and some places in Arizona that I didn't get to hit the first time around. Quite frankly, I was tired of just seeing these trails on YouTube, and I wanted to get out there and experience them for myself, as well as see some of the epic views that they had to offer. I hit some well-known trails. I saw some well-known sights. But I also got off in the backcountry on some trails that people may not even know exist. Had a great time. I wanted to share that adventure with you. So enjoy the ride. Well, the sun is starting to go down, as you can tell, because it's beaming me in the face. We got out of Big Bend. Now we're gonna go and camp for the night. We have made it to New Mexico, so we are in the land of BLM land again. So we're just headed, we're about, I don't know, probably 20-30 minutes from Carlsbad Caverns. We're gonna jaunt off into some BLM land, go check out the camping area, bed down for the night. See you when we get there. Oh, now this is more like it. Just in time for sunset. It's nice to be back in the land of BLM land again, where camping is plentiful. Looks like a little spot right over here. Go check it out real quick. Looks kind of like an old wellhead. I'm gonna keep exploring. Been driving on the highway way too much today. Use some dirt road therapy. Wow. This is a rough one. There's no Sprinter vans getting up here, that's for sure. Top of this ridge, there's actually quite a few places to camp. That spot right there holds a lot of promise. You know what? I think that spot right there might just be it. Not too many rocks. After a long day driving, we just made a quick camp, crashed out, and then woke up early the next morning to get on the road. Kinda wishing I had a lazy day, but I had some mileage to make up. Hello everyone, and welcome to Overland Calling and my series of bad decisions and poor timetables. So, this all began back when I thought I was gonna come out of Big Bend and make it all the way up to Arizona in one day, except it took me 5 hours to get out of Big Bend. That put me in BLM land up by Carlsbad Caverns last night, and then I broke camp at daybreak and drove all the way here to Table Mesa Rd in Arizona. And if you can tell by the angle of the sun, it is low in the sky. So we are going to head out and do our dangest to find camp on probably not Table Mesa Rd, but I think there's a turnoff where I can find some campsites because I haven't gotten a camping permit. Again, poor decisions, zero planning, and no timetable. Enjoy the ride. Zeus, we ready? Yeah? All right, let's head out. I love these cacti. So from what I understand, this is not a difficult trail, but it's supposed to be pretty scenic. However, you can see how low that sun is. We are going to be hauling butt to try and find a campground. Or, sorry, not a campground, campsite. So, Table Mesa Rd, it's an extremely smooth dirt road. Should it be a badge of honor trail? I don't know. I mean, maybe. I guess everybody needs to run their first dirt road. But we're gonna go up on some other trails, try and find some camping real quick before it gets to be nightfall. We're at Little Grand Canyon, entering into some BLM land. Quite a few campsites here, but I'm gonna make it up the road, see if I can find something a little more isolated. This feels pretty much like a campground to me. Matter of fact, it looks a lot like a campground. Nice desert-free camping though, if you're interested. And this is looking like something a little bit more challenging. Makes it worth airing the tires down. I didn't disconnect my front sway bar, but I don't think I'll need it. We'll just take a little slow, get ready for some added rock and roll. Do love those cactus. Trail's getting a little bit more washed out. And with that, there's nobody else hauling trailers, no vans. I'm digging this. It is extremely windy today, so I'm gonna do my best to find a place that's a little sheltered from the wind. Hopefully, down in a canyon will be the perfect spot. Little Grand Canyon is a green trail also, so it can be done in any sort of stock SUV vehicle. At least from what I understand. If I get to something interesting, I'll light up the camera again. Till then, though, if everything goes as planned, I'll see you again at camp. Well, this is a nice campsite, but I think I'm going to try and find some place that's a little bit more out of the wind, because we're up here on a bluff overlooking a riverbed. I don't know of any rain in the forecast, so I think we're going to be fine. Try and find some lower ground. If it starts raining, you bet your butt we'll be packing up and headed back up here. I actually got to put it in 4 low to get down here. Just take it nice and slow. It's a steep one. Hold on, Zeus. All right, now let's see if we can find something a little more amenable down here. And this trail is vehicle friendly, so that's a bonus. And it is much better with the wind. Area closed. That's not a good sign. Let's see what's the other direction. 12-point turn, and away we go. Okay, well, we have found our spot. Wasn't too much farther down here. Little spot overlooking the river. Probably 15 feet above water level, so I'm not worried about any flash floods if it does rain. Although, judging by all the shrubbery, I may not be safe. If it starts pouring, I may be running. Got the Jeep set up, hopefully away from where the wind's going to be blowing. And then we're just going to set up camp, get ready for the night. I should be setting up camp right now, but it took him all of 5 seconds to start digging. After being cooped up in the car for this long, I don't blame him a bit. Going hole digging crazy. But 8-9 hours in a car, can't blame him a bit. What do you think, Zeus? Hey, buddy. Hey, what you doing? You having fun? You having fun? All right, back to digging. All right, so we are up, getting away from camp by 6:30. The sun's just starting to come up. I've got to get out of here and get up to some cell phone reception because I've got just a little bit of work to do. Even though I'm on vacation, work doesn't totally end. Just in time for the big uphill. Here we go. Hold on, Zeus. We gotta go find us some internet. Well, this made airing down the tires worthwhile. If you're just doing Table Mesa Rd, I wouldn't even bother airing down. Just slow it down a little bit. It'll be a little rougher, but Table Mesa Rd's not bad at all. Now, if you're gonna come down into Little Grand Canyon, yeah, I'd gotta air them down, and definitely if you're gonna go down into that creek bed, absolutely air it down. Whoop, Zeus found his chew toy. This is working on the road. Managed to make it out of the campsite, got up to some decent cell reception, and I'm just doing a quick check-in, make sure nothing's on fire. I'm technically on vacation, but yeah, that's not always how life goes. I had to do some work real quick. I was gonna knock out a couple emails and got everybody's time approved, so that's always a bonus. And hey, not a bad home office for the next 10-15 minutes. All right, sum it up. Table Mesa Road as a trail. It's a dirt road. Places to camp though, man, they're all over the place. If you're in a Sprinter van, come on out. If you're towing a trailer, come on out. There's plenty of room. The plan to be kind of around people. People tend to be moving on the trails, so try and stay back as far as you can from it so you don't get dusted. And heck, if where van life stops, that's where Veep life starts. So you can keep trucking back and you can find some nice secluded spots back there. Definitely recommend it if you're looking for a quick stopover. All right, so now we are headed to the back way to Crown Creek. We're just gonna pull on the highway, make a couple miles, probably top off the gas because I know that one's supposed to be a pretty long trail. Here we go. From what I understand, the first part of this is basically a dirt road. So I don't think we're gonna do much filming here. So I have a feeling it'll look like this for quite a ways. Well, I lost the windscreen to my microphone, but we have made it to the CK Rock. So I think here's where the trail starts to get a little bit more fun. Let the adventure begin. Oh yeah, nice little hop. Got us in a little canyon down here. Sorry, I just had to get up a little more get up and go on that one. I don't have it in 4 low mule mode. Just kind of trucking along so I can try and keep some decent speed. We pay for it on the hill climbs. Coming up on one of the optional climbs. Ooh. That looks like a bear. I'm gonna skip that one. So far, all of these climbs have had the ability to take alternates. Easier route. I mean, it's still a steep incline, but not anything as far as, you know, having to get super flexy or anything like that. So if I'm out here making YouTube videos, why am I doing all this craziness? Well, for one, I'm not out here totally alone, but all I got's the dog. It's a weekday, and this trail's not going to get a whole lot of traffic, and it's my last day of vacation. So I would just as soon not spend it trying to fix my rig. This trail's going to have a non-optional obstacle that I'll have to go up, but till then, I'm not going to tempt fate. So we've come up to the part where we cross over in private land. Stay on the road, no shooting. Stay out of people's way. Coming up on, looks like the mining operation. Got these signs well posted here for your designated access route. I've heard that you can quite often end up in a stream bed. We shall see how that goes. It is definitely well marked. Yeah, we're going in a stream bed. Place my tires where I'm not gonna clip a diff, because these are some decent sized rocks. Doing a little bouncing. Kind of pop up on the side of the trail here. Nice and slow, and at about 12-15 degrees pitch. Oh, this whole time I was in second gear. No wonder it seemed like I was going a little fast. A little tight in here. Might get a little pinstriping. Depending if you choose tire placement or pinstriping. I was just thinking was making pretty good time. Been on the trail now almost 2 hours. But man, I'm in this section now where I'm just creeping and crawling along. We're just kind of hanging out in this creek bed right now. Playing boulder hop. But if you're gonna tempt fate and go solo. Better not slap fate in the face. So I'm just taking it slow and easy. Kind of hoping to run another trail today and then drive to MOAB. But yeah, I have a feeling that might be part of my bad timetables and poor decisions. Five, 6 inches to spare. Maybe on both sides. I was just watching the side with the big giant boulder. Well, here we are. There's no easy button for this one. Oh man, I am really hoping that's not my truck. Big uphill. Looks like probably the best route's going to be right up this rock pile. Hope I have enough traction. Don't slip off, place my tires well. Don't end up like that guy.
We just about went turtle, but we made it. Nothing's leaking. I don't think so. Might need to check underneath the Jeep a little bit. I am really wishing that I'd installed my skid plates before this trip.
And here is part 2 of the no easy button obstacles.
Well, skinny pedal wins again.
Usually I don't like to do that, but looks like everything's still intact. We definitely did some good scraping. Woo! Let me tell you, that was sketchy. That obstacle is definitely not friendly to longer wheelbases. But we did a little scraping. That's all right. That's why Jeep puts in skid plates. Got some custom ones still sitting in my garage. Would have had a lot more peace of mind if I'd already had them on there, but there wasn't time before this trip. So I believe that has gotten us past most of the obstacles that are unavoidable on this trail. So did we tempt fate? Yes, absolutely. Did I take a bunch of stuff I didn't have to if it was looking a little super sketchy? No. Nope. I'll tempt fate, but I won't slap her in the face. All right, we're going to continue on the trail, see what else she's got to offer. So, thought I was in the clear just because there was nothing else I'd heard about on the internet. But yeah, right after those two obstacles, we got this little section here. It's nothing crazy. Well, compared to what we just went through, it's nothing crazy. However, it definitely, it was worth hopping out and checking to make sure I had a good line. It's a little more friendly to shorter wheelbases. Definitely not designed for gladiators. Anti-gladiator. I was going up two big boulders at the same time. I miss my Wrangler sometimes, but not when it comes to camping. Let's see what kind of viewpoint this has to offer. Nice, Shelf Road. When I first got on the trail not too far from Phoenix, it was 89 degrees. Now it is a super comfy 73 degrees. Nice weather. Well, I have to be at work tomorrow to do a nice full work day. And ideally, I'd like to do that in the MOAB area. So I checked GPS. Can't be that far, right? Nah, we're looking at about 7.5 hours to get there. I'd hoped to do one more trail while I was here, but it does not look like it's in the cards for me. So, off to Utah, and I think it was Schnebly Hill. I'll have to take a rain check on that one. Right now, we are in the area just above Crown Creek. It's actually super close. I was gonna stop, but it's not gonna be in the cards. I have no idea what that was, but that was cool. If you take that left right there, it takes you right into Crown King, but we're gonna motor on down the road, see how close we can get to MOAB. Welcome to Poor Decisions and Bad Timelines. I was gonna kick it on down, or kick it on up, I guess, to MOAB, but I was literally driving right by Schnebly Hill. So we're gonna alter plans. I'm gonna do the trail and see where it takes me tonight. I'm gonna guess it's something brutal. Probably sleep in a rest area, I don't know. But, it's not like I get by here every day. All right, Zeus. All right, buddy. All right, we are moving out. And I'll let you know right now, if you are watching this for a look into exactly what you got coming on the trail, probably not going to be your video. This is going to be a speed run. Might do 1 or 2 filmings, but most of it will be dash cam at best. Sorry about that, but I got a timeline, and honestly, I shouldn't even be here. But let's roll out. We are aired down, sway bars disconnected, and we're moving. Wish I was taking this trail the other direction. I may just camp up here. This should be a fun one. Oh, can't forget, check in on the Badge of Honor. Well, it's raining, so dash cam's not really gonna work. But there's a little picture. What's going on in the world. Running late, rain, it doesn't matter. Because this view is just amazing. Beautiful. Trail starts out pretty much dirt road. And then once you get part way in, you're treated with this. Tons of camp spots along the way. And you can't do this trail without the view of the iconic Pink Jeep Tour. Schnebly Hill, check. Do you need a built rig to go here? Nope. I went downhill the entire way, so I never had to even put it in four-wheel drive. A stock SUV can definitely do it. You do need a little bit of clearance though. If you're in a van or something like that, or a sports car, hey, take one of the Jeep Tours. There are a ton of them. All right, I'll see you on the next trail. Like, subscribe, and notifications. Later. Just beautiful up in here.